Guys, it's Sarah, and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we are going to be talking about some of our favorite standout characters from the books that we read this year. It was definitely fun to go back through what I've read and see the books and go, oh my gosh, I love this character in this book. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to pick these out. So I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. First, we're going to talk about Marcelus from Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. Marcelus is the octopus. He is a giant Pacific octopus, and you get his inner monologue. And you guys, when I tell you it is perfection, I'm not kidding. I fell in love with him. He is so snarky, and he's very pretentious, highly believes that he is the more intelligent species and is not afraid to talk about that. And just, you see him interacting with this woman, and you see how he kind of interacts with her in the beginning, and then over time he starts to come to care about her, and you see that, and he does not like that. So it's so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love this book so much. And just getting an inner monologue of an octopus was just, could not be better. All right, this one has two different characters because we get to talk about them together. So Violet and Xaden from Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Oh, these two. Oh my goodness. So they are a couple, and they are fantastic. I love them so much. This is an enemies to lovers. So you see them in the beginning where they are, they have a passionate hate for each other. There's very specific reasons why that is. And then you see their relationship obviously blossom and grow. And there's different reasons why that happens. It's not all just because they're attracted to each other. It's a whole thing. And just really seeing them both have character development through this book, and then also in Iron Flame, the sequel, was just fantastic. And I loved them, and I love Xaden. I do. I'm trash for him. I don't care. I love him so much. I would do anything for that man. So Violet and Xaden, 100%. And so many characters in here. Rhiannon, Liam, I love them all. Riddick, oh my gosh. One character from Happy Place, which was Harriet, which is our main female character. Happy Place by Emily Henry. I loved her. And the reason I loved her is because I really related to her on a lot of different levels. And I just kept finding myself as I was reading this book going, yes, I completely understand that. Yes, I've actually done that before. And a lot of it had to do with being away from somebody that you love and trying to keep up appearances so that they don't worry about you, because there's nothing to worry about. I'm actually okay, whatever is happening over here, I can handle it. I don't want you to worry about me because you're dealing with your own stuff. That's me when my husband was deployed. He has not deployed in a very long time, but when he was deploying, I would always, try to keep everything happy and keep, any issues or annoyances or anything that I can clearly handle on my own. I didn't want to burden him with those because he had more important things to worry about. I could handle stuff at home. So I always put on a happy face when he called me, even if I did feel like I was struggling a little bit. I had other people in my life to depend on for that kind of stuff with some of the other spouses that I was around and stuff. So I had, other people that I could depend on for those things. I didn't want to worry him about that. And that was kind of a theme in here as well at one point. And I was like, I completely felt her with that. So I really related to her on a personal level in that way. All right, we have another fantasy. Can we talk about Hunt? Can we talk about Hunt? Oh, I love him. He is the love interest in this book, and he is just fantastic. He is so loyal. It's insane to me how loyal he is. And, when you are someone that he trusts and that he puts his time into, that's it. That's what it is. And he will do anything for the people that he loves. And, talk about a sexy angel. Here we go. The way that Sarah J. Maas does. And it was fantastic. And I love him. He's probably one of my favorite all-time male characters, hands down. And I also really loved Will in Drowning by T.J. Newman. Will was such a strong character. He's such a fighter, and he was very smart. He didn't make really rash, dumb decisions in a state of emergency. The whole scene of this book is on a plane that has crashed into the ocean, and they're trying to survive. And he wasn't making really stupid decisions. He was thinking things through logically. He was using what he knows. He was using information he knew from his wife and working with other people to try to navigate what to do. And just the way that he did that and the way that he kept other people calm as much as he could, and the way that he always wanted to help other people even when they were being very difficult. He still tried to help them. I fell in love with him. He's fantastic. Okay, this one is another couple that we're going to talk about. Wallace and Hugo in Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. Wallace and Hugo. They're just adorable, and I love them so much. So Wallace has passed away, and he is in this kind of in-between stage of life and death, and he ends up at this tea shop in the middle of the woods that is run by Hugo, and they meet. He's trying to basically come to terms with the fact that he's dead, and he has to reach a certain point in order to, maybe move on, and he's struggling with that. So Hugo is trying to help him with that transition. And to see these two, the way that they connect, and just you see their relationship blossom and grow, and it's just so sweet. And you really see Wallace develop as a character, because he, starts out this book a very, very hard man, and, not caring about other people or their situations. And that's really apparent, and to watch him learn and grow and come to love somebody else is just, I loved it. And I love them together. And it was fantastic. Okay, another boy crush here. And that is going to be Josh from The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I loved him. He was the epitome of patience and not giving up, and my time will come, and I'm going to sit back and wait for it, and I'm going to respect boundaries. And God, I just loved him so much. And the whole time I'm reading this, I was like, what are you doing? Jump on this man, or I will. Like, come on. And he was fantastic. And I just loved him so much. And yeah, so Josh, all the way. Which is also my husband's name. That helps. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about Aid from Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And Aid was a great character. We really got to know her throughout this book because it is huge, and it is a lot about the characters. You're really focusing on them. And I loved her because she had a clear mission that she was on, and she had to be undercover, and you see her really protecting what is around her the way that she is supposed to. She can also use magic, which is really awesome, and you see that happen. But the way that she goes into this mission with one thing and then ends up leaving this mission with a whole other thing and in a relationship with somebody, and you see her navigate all of these politics and stuff, because she ends up being very close to the queen, and then they end up things are happening and stuff. And just seeing her navigate that difficult situation and the dangers that came along with it, because there are a lot of dangers with that, it was just really admirable. And I really loved her a lot. And to me, she was extremely smart, and just, yeah, I loved her development, and I loved her, the way that she was entering in these relationships and who she was choosing to trust and why. And it was just fantastic. And I just found myself rooting for her the whole time. So I loved Aid. Okay, guys, those are some of the biggest standout characters for me from my reading from 2023. And I just loved all these characters so much. And some of them are all-time favorites now. So that makes me really happy. Please make sure you go check out Lindsay and see which characters were standouts for her this year with her reading. I'm excited to see who she's going to talk about. And we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.